Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I'm going to be doing a quick talk about the air compressor that I have been using on all these air tools that I've been having. Now this air tool that I've been using is a Husky vibration dampered air hammer. Now while I'm talking about this for a second, let me go ahead and just hit you up with this. I've been doing a lot of air tooling videos here recently, and something that came up by one of the subscribers, they posed a question that they seem to have had some tendonitis issues or some blacksmith's elbow or whatever you want to call it, tennis elbow. They were having some issues and it seemed like it stemmed from the use of an air hammer. So let me be very clear about this. Air hammers are not meant to be used in prolonged use. So that means you don't want to use them every day of your life, 16 hours a day, 8 hours a day, or anything like that. They were meant to do very specific tasks, do them well for a short period of time. So let that be known. You probably don't want to be using one of these every single day. If you're a home hobbyist, it won't be a problem for you. But if you're not a home hobbyist, you're like me and you're a professional, and you're thinking about the professional aspects, you're using it for production mode, this is something to keep in mind, okay? They're not meant to be used all day. Okay, not meant to be used all day. So with that being in mind, use caution when you're making all these air tools. I know I've been on an air tool kick here lately, but just use your own caution, do your own due diligence there. So this is the compressor that I'm using right now. It is a Craftsman 15-gallon 8.6 CFM a minute. Let's see here, maximum displacement. Let me see what it says here. It doesn't have the horsepower equivalent on it, so I don't know what horsepower the motor is. I do know it's 120 volts, 60 hertz, single phase, 13 amp circuit. It's able to put out 150 psi, so I do know I got that much on it. And let's see here, it runs at 4.9 CFM at 40 psi and 3.5 CFM at 90 psi. Now, I said all of that to take in state. Somebody was asking, how big of an air compressor do you need, right? Like, how big of an air compressor do you need? Let the camera readjust. It's a cold day here in Ohio. We're having lovely spring weather. How big of a compressor do you need to take and actually run one of these? What I have found, any use that I have out of this for the time that I'm using it, in between heats, the air tank is more than capable of refilling. That is with a 15-gallon air compressor and at all of its current stats. So it's plenty enough juice or air or whatever you want to say, power to power that air gun for that kind of use. Now if you're going to be using it and your heats are going to be really short and quick, or you're trying to do production mode, you're probably going to want something that's at least double that, if not triple that. So maybe like a 60-gallon air compressor capacity. Now that's not in everybody's billfold or budget. It's certainly just, well, it's in my billfold. It could be in my budget, but take a look around. There's not enough space in here for all that type stuff. So I deal with the one I've got. The one I've got sitting out there. I have to build a compressor house outside, and I also need to take and build an area for all my propane tanks to sit outside and plumb those in. But that's a summertime project coming up, or early spring, well, late spring. I guess it is early spring now. But anyways, that's it for this video. I was just trying to take and do this real quick one on how big of an air compressor I'm using for all these air tooling videos and what you really need. You know, it really depends on the amount of time you're going to be spending hammering, or actually the tool that's going to be in use. And so that's something for you to figure out yourself. You may be able to get it done on just one of them little 3.5-gallon air compressors. It'll run all the time, but while it's in use, but that may be all you need to supply enough airflow to one of these tools while they're running. So that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a big like. Thank you all for all your kind condolences and all that stuff over the past week or so. I really do appreciate that. And we're going to be getting back to doing regular videos 3 times a day here shortly. So that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, you probably already gave it a thumbs down. Either way, I greatly appreciate the feedback. And like I always say, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.